Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to some more World Series games. Today we've got Tazmani, who's in the name of Curious in the north. This is round 2 again. He's green in the laser, and in the south we've got Amon MC. So they both beat their opponents in round 1. Amon MC is in the Air Force General this time, so it's going to be hard for Tazmani with the laser. He's going to need to do a hard drop if he's going to stand a chance in this. Just trying to think who Amon MC beat. I actually can't remember. Curious, he beat Sonic, aka Zars. I think 3-1 was the score. Amon MC, can't remember top of my head who he beat, but he beat him pretty convincingly. Just trying to think. Yeah, I've lost that. I can't remember who that was, but Tazmani, as I thought, is going to go for a drop. Not as big a drop as I thought. I don't know if that missile defender was a mistake or if he's leaving that there on purpose, but he's going to come in. It looks like Amon MC is probably going to be doing a combat Chinook. It's just a little bit lame, but I suppose in a tournament game it really doesn't matter. You want to be particularly bad drop from Taz there, because they can be run over by that dozer. Probably all of them. At least one is going to survive, but he's going to get down by the ranger. Yeah, a little bit lame, I think, by Amon MC, because there's not very much Tazmani's going to be able to do this against this unless he plays super well, and if this combat Chinook makes a mistake. But it's a tournament game, so I'm all for being lame and getting the wins. If you can win, whether it's lame or not, as long as you get the win, that's all that matters. So we're going to see this combat Chinook is a little bit hesitant to go in though, and actually missing 2 units in there. Going to see an Avenger, which is a perfect counter from Taz, but he's probably going to lose the Chinook. Taz is quick to move that, which is exactly what he needs to do. Curious actually going to drop off Missile Defender, a little bit weird. But I suppose now Taz can't actually go back over there and collect because there's still a Missile Defender over there. Now this combat Chinook is actually going to go back, and V's are going to come out. I would have preferred to see that combat Chinook being a little bit more aggressive, maybe like parking here and getting some damage off and then going around killing the power, hunt dozers and stuff, but instead he's been a little bit hesitant at going around. This rocket over here is going to take some damage, probably going to go down because there's a V coming as well, so you drop off one rocket, it can easily go down to a V even if it fights it head on, but it's going to get some backup from the combat Chinook. Obviously the combat Chinook's got the point defense laser, so it's going to take like 4 rockets or more to take it out on the move. Combat Chinook's still patrolling, we've got V's coming in this right side now, so this is going to be hard for Taz. Full of rockets, they're going to do super damage to these Chinooks very quick as well. One dozer going down, one Chinook gone down, second Chinook taking some severe damage. These V's, rather than choosing to fight, they're actually just going for the supplies, which personally I don't really like it. I'd prefer him to be taking out the units, because now he's lost all his V's and his rockets inside, only on 1 supply himself, so he's going to be in trouble, and only done damage to 1 Chinook. That Chinook is low actually. This Chinook is going to take some severe damage. Now a dozer probably going to go down. Yeah, Avenger's going to push it away. It'd be nice if you could get the power plant or the barracks. Now they've got pretty low HP and he can be taking them out pretty quick with the combat Chinook. Amon MC choosing not to expand, so he's still on 1 supply. So what should actually be an easy win, especially with the combat Chinook, is looking a little bit shaky for Amon. He's choosing to drop off a ranger. He's got the capture upgrade actually, so he's got his oil actually. I missed that. No refinery capture though. Combat Chinook going to take a little bit of damage I think from the Avenger just then. It's on about 90% HP. This oil over here is going to be captured. Taz is going to be able to easily see that because the Chinook is one of the biggest rangers in the game. In fact, the biggest, I think, Chinook, so I can easily see that. But is Taz going to react quick enough to stop it? I think that oil's pretty much already captured, so Taz might as well forget it. Avenger going to catch a little bit of the combat Chinook. Combat Chinook just still patrolling, causing a little bit of damage, causing a little bit of hassle rather. A few V's, are they full? I don't know. If Taz is paying attention, he should be able to take out 1 V, but I think he's paying attention over here, so those rockets are probably going to go down. Yeah, they're going to go down without any damage whatsoever. And no refinery captured from Amon MC, which is a little bit weird when it's just right there, and this range is actually going to achieve nothing himself. Range is actually, if it gets in there, would have caused a little bit of trouble for Taz. He's going to have to like focus that rather than parking this V here, but he's going to kill that oil nevertheless. This should be a very quick win for Amon MC, but it's taken a little bit longer than he expected. Taz obviously playing pretty good. I don't think he's done anything spectacular, but with that combat Chinook, because it's been waiting around for so long, it's going to last a bit longer. We've got a big engagement here, so loads of V's evacuated. Some missile defenders, no laser locks at all from Amon MC. I don't know if the micro is a little bit too much for him or not. We've got the combat Chinook flying in. He's going to take a hell of a lot of damage from all of these rockets. Probably going to go down. Does go down. So perfect hold by Tazmani. Just played pretty standard. Again, I don't think he played spectacular. I think Amon MC was just super poor there. No laser lock, just evacuated his V's and just left them all. Didn't do any instant laser locks or anything. Gonna now see a Raptor come in. It's probably gonna go down as well, taking a little bit of damage. Raptors coming in, taking out the power, but now this is going to be a super hard hold. What these Raptors actually want to be doing is now focusing on these V's before they get there, or the ambulance as well. So one V is going to get low, that's going to self-heal by itself. Because it's vet 2. V's versus V's again, these laser locks. One laser lock, 2 laser locks, but it's going to go down. Second laser lock is going to get 1 V, another V going to go down. Some Chinooks parked over there, that's his only Chinooks. These Raptors are going to get shot down while they're landed. And 2 V's there going to clear it all up. I think this is Taz's game in the bag. Taz is going to beat the combat Chinook. So yeah, that's all of Amin's units gone down. Taz, well played. Taking down the war factory, only 1 Chinook left. This is definitely Amon MC out. He's only got an oil and 1 Chinook, a few rangers that have died from these buildings, and that's, he knows it. Throws in the towel, GG, 1-0 to Taz. Gonna jump straight into the second game then. So we've got infantry for Curious or Tazmani, and Amon MC with nuke. So of course the army advantage now has to go to Taz. Inf should beat nuke every day of the week, so expect this one to actually be pretty quick. He can play this a number of ways. He can do a helix, he can do 2 war factories with outposts and just spam them all over the map. He can do 1 war factory and a barracks and just make 1 full outpost and send it across the map, refill a second one and do a second one on the other side of the map. He can expand nice and easily, do bunkers everywhere. Inf has got so many options and so strong against nuke, whereas nuke on the other hand has to like play super solid, super good, and preferably get the economic advantage. So he wants to be getting his oil refinery and maybe a 3rd and 4th supply quicker than your enemy if you're going to beat them. Taz actually choosing for the helix option, the first option that I just said. Amon MC playing pretty standard war factory barracks and actually going for the oils, so I actually quite like that. Hopefully going to see a GAT out of here, and he's going to be predicting a helix. If you actually did a waypoint scout now and scouted there and waypointed over there and you didn't detect a building, you can kind of guess that it would be an all-in unless you waypoint scout here as well and see the second supply. So that's what I'd probably be doing. We are going to see a GAT, we're going to see a bunker as well. A little bit of a gap there though, so but I suppose if you garrison that, that's pretty well covered, so actually not that bad a placement. 1 rocket sent forward for Taz. You may think, what's that doing? It may be a bit of a waste, but what it's actually doing is scouting, so he can see, he now knows there's 1 get out, and he knows probably where the war factory is because he's seen it now. So he knows what to expect when he sends the helix in. If you send the helix in blind and come across a GAT, then the helix can actually take a lot of damage and then potentially go down. He's now revealed the helix because this red guard has detected the helix, but Taz actually expanding into a 3rd supply quicker than his opponent. Amon MC doing pretty much everything right. He's predicted the build order, he's got a GAT spread out, he's got bunkers, he's got his oils, doing everything pretty much right, but he's still in a difficult situation because of this helix. We're going to see one get over here. The Helix is probably going to park over here, I imagine, and try and kill this oil. You're going to take some damage straight away from the get. They'll put it down to about 75 HP there, I think. What you want to be doing as soon as that happens is put these gats over here, and then this Helix would have been trapped and wouldn't have been able to get out. But Amon MC choosing not to do that. Helix is going to escape. He's just going to repair, and he's actually managed to kill an oil. So he had an opportunity to kill that, or at least get some good damage off to it, and didn't respond. But Amon MC has now bunkered that building, so that provides a nice little cover on the left side. Taz now going for a second supply, which is what I definitely recommend here, so you can collect it doubly as quick. We've got a bunker here. This is bunkered, so this whole right side is pretty held. We've got a bunker in the centre, so it's going to be a pretty solid hold from Curious Taz even. I'd like to see a unit in there, and I'd like to see these captured as well, because they provide such a massive range, a viewing range. Amon MC putting a load of gats in the back. Actually, how did I miss that? The Helix has gone in the back there and actually gone down. While I was talking, it's actually gone down. I'm so sorry we missed that. It looks like he's flown over there, done some damage to that, and then a gat has actually killed it. I think he's traded off 2 gats for that. So actually pretty good for Amon MC. I'd trade off 2 gats for a Helix anytime. Got 3 outposts coming forward now, which is going to be a bit hard for Amon MC, but he's actually got a troop crawler out. Hopefully got the Red Guard veteran upgrade, which will provide the Red Guard with a few extra bonuses. I think they have like a little bit extra HP, a little bit extra damage. So that'll be a little bit more effective against these outposts. Obviously them outposts are predominantly going to be full of rockets. In this case they've got 3 rockets in each. Might have a 4th unit in there. Well, he has got a 4th unit in there, but I don't know what it is. This is actually quite a good engagement for Amon MC. A little bit poor from Taz because he sent it so close. He knew there was a rocket there because you can see, but I don't know if he, yeah, I don't know. It's been able to pop open a outpost and lost a bit of infantry there. Taz behind this is going Megs, bunkered up well. Done a propaganda center a bit close to the front, but I suppose he's near a bunker, so he's pretty alright. Amon MC choosing to go for these buildings, which I love to see. Amon MC still not on a 3rd supply though, so this is going to get harder and harder because he's on 2 supplies against 4. And both players haven't got their oils yet. Amon MC choosing to go for these buildings first, which is a little bit weird. I'd like to see his oil captured. So what Amon MC is trying to do is trying to go for rockets and rangers, and rockets burst open these, and then Red Guard even. So did I say rangers? I meant Red Guard, clear up whatever's inside. Now the Overlords and ECMs come out, which is going to put Nuke in an even better situation. If Nuke can get to nuke MiGs, he's got a super good chance and suddenly becomes pretty balanced, or if not imbalanced in Nuke's favour, if he can actually get to nuke MiGs. A little bit of an overstep there from the Overlord and the ECM. Both going to go down, a massive loss. So his first 2 units, he's still not on that 3rd supply or 4th supply, and Taz knows it, so he's just being aggressive. It's looking more and more in Taz's favour now, so probably going to go 2-0 to Taz. This is looking like this is going to be problematic. It's only 5 rockets because they're all Vet 1 and one's Vet 2. This is providing super damage, taking out a bunker, going to take out that pretty easy. They should get cleared up now by this Overlord and ECM. It'll take a little bit of damage. It, of course, won't be able to repair yet, and neither will the ECM until a tower gets next to it. Curious sealing in his vantage with capturing that front tower, choosing not to go for the other towers. I actually would like to see the other stuff captured, and also his oil and refinery. Both players choosing not to go for the oil and refinery. That's so imbalanced. The Lotus able to disable units super quick from a major distance. So like from like half a mile away, it's disabling massive overlords, and I don't think it should be able to do that. It's pretty imbalanced against Nuke. It's already imbalanced, never mind with that over that and Lotus. That Lotus just really seals the deal for infantry being able to win. I'd like to see Taz creep forward and build another 2 supplies there, so he'll be on 6 supplies, but choosing not to do that. Just he doesn't need to. He's winning the game regardless anyway, just with outposts. He's got MiGs to back it up, so he's got MiGs on guard mode back here. He's got another Helix out. He's got his propaganda center. He's got outposts and ECMs. Tank hunters. taking out everything, even though they've popped open against an overlord that provides radiation and a Gatling turret on the top. The rockets just do a crazy amount of damage and going to be able to take out the overlord. This is just the case now of Taz just clearing up the whole base. And GG, Amin holds the white flag and surrenders. Taz going to go up 2-0. So well played by him again. Army advantage for him this time though, so he was expected to win that, especially since he won the first game. That would put him at a disadvantage. So next game, if Taz wins this, he's going to be going through to the next round. Of course, this is round 2. It's only best of 5, so first to win 3, and he's currently 2-0 up. China Vanilla against Stealth, though, that is going to be a mean task ahead of him. Probably one of the most imbalanced matchups in the entire game, because Stealth is just so powerful with its stealth tunnels everywhere. You've constantly got to have detection on the map and know where they are, otherwise you can run an army of Gats into the wrong place. A lot of quads pop out and the tunnel and the RPGs and the quads take out Gats. Curious choosing not to go for his closest supply. He's choosing to go for the far one and this other one that's more forward. A little bit strange, but I would expect to probably see that one taken first and then this one over here. But he's choosing to do a barracks over here and a war factory over here. This did I just hear a car be taken? Yeah, I did, from Amin. So he's done his research, done his homework, and we know he knows there's cars on the map that can be taken. I don't think all of these cars can be taken. I don't think that one, for example, can. There's a couple over here like that can, maybe that one. Maybe them forklifts as well, but I think they're pretty slow. The car's going to come in, it's going to run over a rocket. Yeah, going to take out probably a second rocket. A little bit of indecisive micro, but it decides to go for the dozer and does get it as well. Usually if you run a car directly into the back of a moving away dozer, the car bugs and it actually won't explode, and then disables it from exploding the entire game. But at that time it actually worked, I think, because the dozer was off center a little bit. It's only if you hit it 180 degrees in the back that it bugs, and you can't do anything with the car then apart from scout. You can't explode it or anything like that. Flamer being super super effective, taking out a tunnel, clearing 2 RPGs, but it's down to the holo, so that will repair. We're going to see a tech and an aggressive tunnel and another aggressive tunnel in the base, and going to go for a dozer hunt, I think. Yeah, going to get it as well. That tunnel's not going to get it, but it's going to get denied by the GAT. But now if this tech goes back here and helps these units out, it should be able to take out that GAT without losing anything. But because he's a bit slow helping the RPGs are all going to go down. That's actually going to vet up. That technical only needs to poke that once and it should die. But choosing to retreat. Don't know if Amon MC is a little bit scared of his opponent. I think he needs to be a little bit more aggressive and ballsy and just go for things rather than being hesitant and going back. I think he can achieve more and finish this quicker by being more aggressive and not hesitant. This technical going to go in, oversteps the line by far. That was 6 rockets on it there. Going to go down. We got on a toxin tractor out, weirdly. I don't know if it was used to clear that building or not. Bit of a trade-off. Yeah. Now got a palace out of Amon MC. Personally, I would like to see 2 arms dealers before a palace. 2 arms dealers and just mass spam quads is super effective against China. He doesn't need to be defensive and make a palace. Actually, I don't know if a worker's even building this palace. I don't know where the worker is. Amon MC going to continue to be aggressive. I would highly recommend this, and this is good because he needs to take out the buildings of Curious because he can't rebuild any because he's got no dozers. Quad's going to go into the mines. You can always probably expect there's going to be mines on. You better expecting mines on every building, and just never walk near it. Or if you've got rockets, just fire at the ground just to check. Never just blind run into it. He luckily only lost 1 quad there, I think, but the other one is pretty low. This is looking super bad for Curious, actually. He's massing rockets in the back. All he can make pretty much is GATs. outpost flamers and RPGs or rockets even. It's pretty much all he can make. Amon MC, 3 workers and 4 workers. I'd like to see 7 on each. Loads of quads going to come in. I would not recommend this engagement because he doesn't need to be trading off all these quads. He's only on 1 war factory like we saw, 1 arms dealer. If he'd have been on 2 and pushed there then without going this palace, that area would be dead now. He'd have cleared that, he would have cleared these buildings and enough quads to take out these. I mean, that army isn't that big. If he had double the amount of quads rather than investing in this palace, and he had expanded or taken his oil, he'd have loads of quads and this game would be more than over by now. But because he's choosing to go palace and playing defensive, he's going to take a bit of damage here. The outpost is actually going to go down and flame everything inside it. Curious, a little bit sloppy, killing 2 of his own units and the 2 RPGs inside there. These rockets are now going to push forward. These tunnels are going to have a field day though, clearing these. But because there's so many rockets, they are actually going to take the tunnels down eventually. But they are going to take quite a few rockets with them as well. We've got an RPG, sorry, a tech coming in. Actually quite a nice terror tech because terrorists are excellent against tank hunters. Taz losing, Curious losing some more buildings in the centre. We've got 2 terrorists. I have no idea where they're running. You actually want to be running north and attacking the enemy. We're going to see some quads attacking down the centre. A bit risky just going down the centre just like this because you know the war factory's here and you know he's probably going to have units, so this is going to be a bit of a hard engagement. He should get off some damage, but these outposts are really good against quads, but we'll see what happens here. It's going to be a bit of a trade-off. Amon MC choosing to go back yet again, not committing. Maybe a good decision to go back because I don't think he was going to win the engagement, but I'd prefer to see him sit. If he's going to go palace, he could sit back a little bit and get these oils, refinery and a 3rd supply, but because he's staying on two supplies in the palace, it's not that strong because he's only going to be able to make a few tech units. We are going to see a bus out. Where did the bus go? Not 100%. We're going to see a Jarman chasing the outpost. Should eventually get it. Yeah, he's going to get it, and we got the terrorists here. Where have we got the bus? I'm not sure where the bus is, but it should be probably inside that tunnel, I would imagine, and he can just pop out now. Actually, the bus is still back in the base, but you see, because he hasn't got enough quads to fight this army, he's actually going to be pushed back. We can actually hear something being captured now. Taz going for the middle buildings again, not going for oil though. Disappointing to see nobody going for the oil, especially when he's got the capture upgrade. So Taz going to continue to push forward. This is looking pretty bad for Amin, pretty rocky, especially since he dozer hunted China vanilla. He should be winning this pretty comfortably, but it's looking a little bit ropey for him. We're going to see these Gats and outposts face off against the bus. As long as there's a Jarman around, I should be able to pick off all these RPGs. Buses and quads, so we're going to have buggies out. Buses and quads are pretty good against all of this. Or buggies and quads are good too. We have got the Jarman in there, so he's going to pick off these infantry. We can hear him, could hear him firing just a second ago. The tunnel should focus down the infantry units. That's going to be easy to take down that. We've got Jarman fighting the infantry as well, but the bus is going to walk right into RPGs and he's actually going to go down. Jarman has actually been evacuated, which is excellent. Gonna have an excellent day clearing all that stuff, and Taz actually quits. I don't know if he knows how weak Amin MC was just there, but he quits anyway. So 2-1 to Taz. Jump into the 4th game. So yeah, Taz taking a little bit of a step backwards from his 2-0, now at 2-1, but he only needs to win 1 more to win. So now we've got a GLA mirror, we've got a demo against Stealth for Amon MC. Knowing how good Curious is at GLA mirror, I'm going to predict him to take this one, just because I thought that last Stealth that I just saw from Amon MC was a little bit on the weaker side. I know Taz is super good at GLA mirror. I've had some good hard long games against him in GLA mirror, like on Tournament Desert and stuff, so he's a hard player. So Amon MC is going to need to play like spectacular if he's going to be Taz. He is going to need to be aggressive, get technicals in the worker lines, kill the workers, get an advantage early, and then either out spam him with black markets or be aggressive. get aggressive tunnels and loads of quads out, because you've got to remember stealth has got cheaper quads. I'm not sure why he's doing a fake arms dealer. You don't really need to do that, because this, I suppose the benefit of doing that is this worker's going to be able to go and collect, walking the long way around though. But that's alright. Taz is being and the sign killer is being a little bit more aggressive. We've got a tunnel in the centre. We've got Amon MC going for the terror car again. Amin's still on 4 workers and 3 workers for the supplies. We've got the terror car coming down the left. Gonna go all the way north and gonna scout that actually Taz hasn't built a tunnel here until now, so if that terror car hurries up a little bit, Amin should run over that worker. He's not going to run over the worker, just going to choose to go straight for the supply. We've also got a tunnel on the right. Amon MC is multitasking here a little bit, but actually just left that.
What do you want?
Not sure what's in there. I'm guessing it's 2 terrorists. A little bit of a poor evacuation, but managed to get to his destination target anyway. This terror car, what you can do is actually select it, hold the Alt key and just click there. Just keep clicking backwards and forwards like 20 times and the terror car will just keep moving. Meanwhile, you can go over here and the terror car will carry on doing that. Like the Alt key is like to set a waypoint of where you want it to continue to go when it's reached its first destination, so it could be doing that, but it looks like I don't think Amon MC has even numbered it. He's got it on 2, so it could be a little bit quicker. But Taz is doing a pretty good job at defending. Built another tunnel on the right, and we got quads going down the left. So actually, this is going to do pretty well. This worker's been a little bit ambitious at going to build that tunnel there, because if it takes a little bit of splash damage, that tunnel is actually just going to go down so easily. Tunnel actually going up. Terror car going to chase the super tech, but the super tech is going to get away. That quad needs to 100% focus on that tech and try and let this worker build. He's not going to. He's just going to go in the back, and the worker's going to go down. And now the quad is probably going to go down as well when this repairs. More quads coming in to help. I'd love to see this tunnel taken out, because if that gets up, that's a huge mistake from Amin. Meanwhile, we have got RPGs and stealth arms dealer. We've got a worker right there. If he goes into the back of the base a little bit, builds a tunnel there, that will probably get up. This actually is working out pretty well for Amin. The quads have got into the supply line. That's because Taz didn't build the tunnel so very quick. Amon MC trying to get this tunnel up now, but I think the quad's going to spot it and going to take it out. So Taz is actually going to clear this up pretty well. He should focus fire the ground there, because even though he can't see it, if we look from his view, it's invisible to him, but he knows there was a worker building something there, so you can actually force fire the ground. That's what he's going to do. Is he going to find it? No, he's not going to find it. Amon MC is scared of it being found, so he's cancelled it. I was about to say I'd love to see Amon MC getting his oil behind this, and that's exactly what he is doing. He needs to hang in this game. If Taz wins this game, it's Taz going through to the next round. That'll be Amon MC out. We've got an aggressive tunnel from Amon MC on the right. He's going to go for a second arms dealer, which I actually quite like, but it would have been better if he held on to this side and caused a bit more trouble. But the second arms dealer, I'd love to see just loads of quads massed up and then catch the enemy off guard. So we're going to see a load of quads popped here from Amon MC. I don't know if he knows that the terror attack was coming or something was coming, but that advanced technical there is going to help win these battles a lot. Going to see a terror tech and actually get 1 quad and maybe an RPG. I think he got. So this is actually quite a good attack from Amon MC. I'd love to see him just continually spamming quads and just overrun the enemy. At this point, that would be super good if he does. It's going south a little bit. I'd like to see him just push up here, take out the barracks and just cause some problems, but he's giving Taz a little bit more time. Actually getting the refinery now. Taz actually coming in with a terror attack. Is it going to get any damage off? Shouldn't actually kill it if a terrorist gets picked off, but of course he's demo, so he actually only needs 4 to hit anyway. I think 1 did get picked off, but he manages to get the war factory, which is going to slow Amon MC down a little bit. I've actually got a worker in there. You can never actually tell with these buildings if something is in there or not. It doesn't change when a worker goes in there, which can confuse some players, but they're actually, we can see there is.
A warrior has
Taz actually coming to clear this up, and we've got a big engagement on the left actually. Amon MC choosing to push, lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quads, and then 7th quad. Only a little bit lost for Taz, it looks like, though. Taz actually choosing to go for Scorpions now. It would be a good time now to actually go for Palace for Amin, and also get his 3rd and 4th supply. But actually choosing to go for the 2nd arms there, which I actually don't like, because it's past the time now where a load of quads is going to win the game, because these Scorps are so hard to deal with. So this is going to be hard for Amin now. Choosing to push with 3 quads and 1 RPG. A little bit dodgy, especially with this demo trap here. Even like 1 or 2 Scorps can deal with this, never mind all the RPGs and the quad that's with it. Not actually going to achieve anything, just delay that tunnel from being rebuilt. That quad is probably going to go down as well. Yes, a wasted 3 quads. The 2nd war factory is chosen to be cancelled. Only 2 workers selected and 4 workers selected there, versus Taz on 4 and 4. I don't know why we don't see people collecting with 7, because you can collect so much more efficiently with them. You can collect so much more cash. Taz actually now going for his 3rd supply. Amon MC, I've not seen him do that. I don't know if he's like scared of this area or something. I know there's a tunnel there, but I mean, he's stealth, so he can just build a stealth supply there and collect, or he can build stealth tunnel there and there to defend it. Amon MC going to do a little attack south to try and get this supply down. 1 quad's going to step out of line and actually go near the bunker building. Bunker building's going to take it out. Scorps and quads. I'd like to see this quad survive so we can actually clear up these, otherwise the Scorps won't be able to do it by themselves very easily unless the rocket respawns. This aggressive left side from Amin still exists. Curious actually going for 2nd arms there, they're a fake. So Amon MC is ahead in terms of tech, but he's allowed Taz to build a tunnel here. That's a bit of a mistake, because that's going to allow this area to be captured, and Taz has now got this area too. So that's going to put Amon MC way behind. It's 3 supplies against 2, but plus the 3 supplies has got the oil, both oils and a refinery. Meanwhile, all the Scorps are going to clear up the quads. This is looking very bad for Amin now. This is his tournament live online. There's no second chances. If you lose 3 games to someone, you're going out in the 2nd round. Amon MC now choosing to go for a 2nd arms dealer. Again, I don't like this because he's only on 2 supplies. He's not got a tunnel here to defend his left supply. Taz now going to be on 2 refineries, but of course that provides no extra benefit as far as I'm aware. Only 1 refinery is needed, but I suppose you capture the other one because the enemy had it, so you just want to get rid of it. 2nd arms dealer going to go down. That tech is going to cause quite a bit of damage. 3 RPGs, a 4th RPG, 1 terrorist surviving, so you can actually knock that barracks down. These terrorists are actually going to get the bus. Nah, just a little bit slow, but the other terrorist that was spare is actually going to get the bus. It must have been 2 that evacuated first. 1, 2. Got 3 workers going north for Amin. Going to build a tunnel that's unfortunately going to be cancelled straight away by Taz. Luckily he had an RPG there. Going to build a supply in a really weird place. Taz is going to spot this. Even if he stealths it, Taz knows it's there already. This is looking super bad for Amon MC. He's choosing to build some demo traps, but he's building them probably in the wrong place, because it's this place, his main base, that is under threat at the moment. That left side is pretty much covered by that bunker and the tunnels, so they're pretty alright, but it's his actual base that is going down. Taz now on a 4th supply, never mind the 2 oils, 2 refineries. Taz actually getting the centre at the same time, just sealing his victory. More Scorps coming in, reinforcements, and this is going to be Amon MC out of the tournament, I believe, unless he's got something amazing planned, but this is going to be extremely difficult. Even if he played perfect from here on out, there's probably no player in the world that could pull it back from this situation against a player like Taz. Taz is easily going to win this. Buggy comes out, goes straight to his death. Amon MC knows it's GG. Again, holds up the white flag, and GG. Curious takes it 3-1. He'll go through to the next round. Then I can't think off the top of my head who he'll go through to play. But he is a decent player, and I should see him go through to the quarterfinals, if not semi-finals, maybe even the finals, if he can get past the likes of Herb or Logica, whichever one he's going to face. So yeah, GG. We can see Taz actually collected a little bit more. Taz lost 50% less units than Amon MC. He built loads more buildings, but yeah, generally played better all round, Taz, than Amin in those games. So yeah, GG, hope you enjoyed that, and see you in the next video.